I want to be upfront about something before I say anything else. This is not an educational video. I am not here to teach you biology or cite research papers. I am here to tell you what happened to me personally and to be completely transparent that I have an affiliate relationship with the product I am going to mention. If you buy through my link, I receive a commission. You deserve to know that before I say another word. With that said, here is my honest experience. If you have been following this channel for a while, you already know that nitric oxide is something I talk about constantly. The research behind it is some of the most compelling in modern health science: vasodilation, blood pressure regulation, circulation, cellular oxygenation, energy production. It is involved in almost every system that determines how you feel on a daily basis. For months, I was focused entirely on the practices: nasal breathing, humming, the morning protocol, and those made a real difference. I am not going to pretend otherwise, but I kept asking myself the same question: what if the practices activate the mechanism, but the body does not have the raw materials to sustain it? Nitric oxide production depends on precursors: L-arginine, L-citrulline, dietary nitrates. Without adequate levels of these in your system, the mechanism runs at a fraction of its potential regardless of how well you breathe or how consistently you practice. So I started researching nutritional support, and I tested several products over about 3 months. Most were disappointing: underdosed ingredients, poor bioavailability, formulas that looked impressive on the label and did very little in practice. Then I found Nitric Boost Ultra. What caught my attention first was the formulation: L-arginine and L-citrulline together, which research shows work significantly better in combination than either alone. Beetroot powder for natural dietary nitrates, ginkgo biloba for vascular, antioxidant support, niacin for circulation. A formula with a coherent biological rationale, not a random collection of trendy ingredients. I started taking 1 scoop in the morning, mixed with water, before my nasal breathing practice. Within the first 2 weeks, I noticed something shift. My energy in the morning became more consistent. Not a spike, just steadier. The kind of baseline energy that does not require effort to maintain. The mid-morning and afternoon crashes that I had accepted as normal began to soften and eventually disappear. By week 3, my blood pressure, which had been sitting slightly elevated for the past year, began trending in the right direction. Not dramatically, but consistently and measurably. My recovery after physical effort also improved noticeably. Whether a brisk walk or a more demanding session, I was bouncing back faster, feeling less heavy the following morning. The kind of recovery I remembered having years earlier. What I want to be clear about is what this product is not. It is not a replacement for the practices. The humming, the nasal breathing, the movement, the fasting windows, those are the foundation. This is support, raw material for a system that the practices activate. Think of it this way: the practices open the door. The nutritional support gives your body what it needs to walk through it. It is also not a miracle. The changes I experienced built gradually over weeks. There was no dramatic overnight transformation, just a consistent, compounding improvement that became undeniable over time. And it is not for everyone. If you are on blood pressure medication or any cardiovascular medication, speak to your doctor before adding anything that affects nitric oxide production. That is not a disclaimer I am adding for legal reasons. It is genuinely important information. The product comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. That is the full months to genuinely assess whether it makes a difference for you, and to get a full refund if it does not. The link is in the description below. If you have been following the practices on this channel and you are looking for nutritional support that actually aligns with the biology we discuss, this is what I use. This is what made a difference for me. I am not asking you to take my word for it. The guarantee removes all the risk. Try it for 60 days. Pay attention to your energy, your blood pressure, your recovery, and make your own decision based on your own results. That is the only honest recommendation I know how to make. Link in the description below. If you have questions about the product or my experience, leave them in the comments. I read and answer everyone.